Well, I don't know if y'all been watching the price of Bitcoin lately. Like the last few days, namely. Or better yet, this week. But it is being absolutely ravaged, devastated. Price of Bitcoin and other coins as well, you know, the altcoins. My goodness. So right now the price is somewhere around, I know exactly where it is. I'll tell you exactly where it is. It is $319 an ounce, down from almost $1,000 an ounce at literally a matter of days ago. That would be the equivalent of silver when it was $49, as we all know it was in 2011. The equivalent of that, let's call it 50, losing a third of its price, you know, down to well, half of that would be 25, so talking about $17 an ounce, roughly 17, 18 bucks an ounce. Now you're gonna say, yeah, but it is. I mean, it's been 18, 19, $20 here recently. Yes, but has it been $50 a matter of 3 to 4 days ago? You know, a few days ago, 4 or 5 days ago, and then dropped down to 19 and 18 in a matter of 4 or 5 days? No, it hasn't. Matter of fact, I don't know anything that's dropped like that, to tell you the truth, that quick. But Bitcoin has. And the interesting thing is that silver right this second is up 61 cents. Gold is over $1,300. It's now, I think it was $1,311 or $1,312 last time I checked. That $1,300 price for gold, if you study technical charts and what I'm going to call nonsense, because they set the prices of these things anyways, but some people really believe in those, that the charts really do speak volumes, and $1,300 is a major support level for the price of gold. So when it breaches that price, it tells everybody, including the mainstream media who try to look at that stuff and say, see, we told you so, and tells them, no, you didn't tell us so, because we just breached a major support line for gold. And since it breached it, and it was well lower than that, you know, 1,200 bucks, whatever, now it's past $1,300. It's up 110, 12 bucks, whatever. That's telling everybody else, the mainstream media included, no, there is no end in sight for gold. No, you were wrong that we're at the bottom and it's going to get worse. You know, you think the bottom's now, it's going to get worse. No, that tells everybody wrong. Not going to happen. So, 61 cents up on silver, 10, 12 bucks right this second on gold, up over the 1,300 important level for gold. And Bitcoin is being absolutely devastated. $319 down from $1,000. Now, I gotta say this because I'm Realist News, keeping it real. How many people were in on Bitcoin and decided, oh, it's gonna be it's going to 2,000, it's going to 3,000. I'm gonna go ahead and get me some Bitcoin now, even though it's $900, and went out and bought, literally purchased some Bitcoins, or a Bitcoin, or whatever you bought at that price. Now, the thing is, the Silk Road, which was the first big major Bitcoin website that was an illicit trade type of website, where people could go and buy all kinds of illicit things like drugs and whatnot online, pretty much anonymously. You just transfer your Bitcoin, which equals a certain amount of money for this product, and they ship it to you or whatever. And that's how people were getting drugs and stuff online. And I did a video when that place got nailed, FBI shut it down and all that happened, and showed you how much of all Bitcoin transactions were actually taking place in the world and where they were mostly going. And it was like 80-something%, if I recall, were going to the Silk Road. So I'm like, you know, this isn't exactly a great start or a great pushing for Bitcoin and digital currencies when you say, wait a minute, 80% of whatever it is you're trying to push, which in this case is Bitcoin, saying how good it is going to illicit drug trade. Not exactly a good factor to show people when you're trying to tell them that not, you know, to rather than use money, you can use these Bitcoins, you know. And I made that video to talk about that. So then the site got shut down. Price of Bitcoin is still risen, and hey. But another interesting thing happened, that I didn't know about at the time, and that is what they were calling the Silk Road 2, or Part 2, if you will, was relaunched. And it took people's Bitcoins, and it was kind of another one of those deals where there's illicit activity happening. And as of at least yesterday, maybe the day before, the owner of that website has a little message for everybody who visited the site that day. I'm sweating as I write this. Basically, long story short, guess what happened? We've been hacked, and all of your Bitcoins are gone. And the last I heard on that, which was last night, is that the people aren't buying that and saying, no, we think you had something to do with it. So as I see, when this little hacking, if it was a real hack job, or the guy stole tons and tons and tons of Bitcoin from people who were using the website, and realize I've got to unload these things as fast as possible. Is it possible that that particular entity, or if it really was hacked, whoever hacked it, knows I can't just get these Bitcoins and sit on them? I have to flip them immediately, turn them in, get some cash, and get the hell out of Dodge urgently. Which would mean you need to flood the market with a bunch of Bitcoins to do that. So is that the reason why Bitcoin was just almost $1,000 in the 900 range and is now $319 because whoever pulled this off, whether it was the owner of the website or a legitimate hack job by some other people or group or whatever, in either case they have to get rid of these things urgently quick. Not only that, two major exchanges of Bitcoin, Mt. Gox and I think I can't think of the other one's name, have recently shut down the exchanging of Bitcoins because of what they call a flaw in Bitcoin and getting denial of service attacks, or DDoS attacks on their website exchanges for Bitcoin, causing problems and causing them not to be able to transfer them, because when the transaction's taking place, it doesn't really go anywhere because they're getting hammered by denial of service attacks. So it's causing problems, so they just shut that whole thing down. So now 2 out of, I thought there was only 3 or 4 total exchanges like that, have basically shut down for the time being Bitcoin action because of these denial of service attacks. So that also can play a role in people saying, oh my god, 2 exchanges have shut down, there's only 1 left or 2 left, whatever it is, I need to get out now, and getting scared and just selling off, thus pushing the price down. The good thing is JSNIP4 and his silent partner guy that got some equipment, I got a bunch of altcoins and whatnot compiling day after day, and I haven't been cashing them in towards Bitcoin recently. I've just been letting them accumulate. And my reasoning, my thinking, is that no matter which coin you start to mine, and these are all altcoins that we're mining that use the script algorithm, not the Bitcoin algorithm, which I forget what it's called. But the more people that mine, or the longer you mine, the harder the code gets to crack, which means the less amount of coins you will get every time a blockchain has been cracked successfully. So if a new coin comes out and everyone jumps on it, you're going to be pulling in thousands and thousands of these new coins, even though they may be worth a penny each, roughly, let's say, or a few pennies. But as time goes on, they get harder to crack, and you get less for more amount of time you have to put in, or your computer has to run to crack these things. Therefore, you're getting less back over a period of time. So I'm thinking, while the getting's good, I'm just going to accumulate whatever coin I can get my hands on, and I'm using multipool.us to automatically pull or mine the best coin for me. I just point my mining rig, etc., towards that address, and then it automatically does behind the scenes, switches my account basically, or whatever, however it does it, to mine the best coin, most profitable coin at that moment in time. So whenever I log into my other account which is what is the site? Can't even think of the name of it. Not BTC-E. I can't think of the name of the freaking website right now. But where all the trading takes place. So I log in there and I see, you know, I've got some Doge coins, I've got some Feather coin, I've got some World coin, I've got, you know, Earth coin, all these other coins. Some of them I have thousands, you know, a few like the Doge coin, whatever the hell that thing's called. There's probably a few 10,000s in there, you know what I mean? 10, 20, 30, 40,000. I don't even know what I got in there right now. But they're not worth hardly anything. But it's been performing good lately. So it's automatically done behind the scenes. So I started thinking, if I cash out every day, log in, sell, log in, sell, log in, sell. Sure, I'm getting the price at right now, whatever Bitcoin, you know, if it's $900 to $1,000 for Bitcoin, then those other coins follow, and whatever they are in relation to Bitcoin, they go up and down pretty much with it. But I started thinking, if I'm doing this now, accumulating these coins, in another month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, whatever it is, down the road, at the rate that I'm collecting these coins is going to slow down because the algorithms get harder to crack. Therefore, you aren't getting the amount of coins back as quickly as you used to. So I started thinking, what if the price then triples in 3, 4, 5, 6 months from now? And tripling meaning, you know, Bitcoin's back to $900 or $1,000, and it triples to $2,000, $3,000, let's say, doubles the triples. And I've got this huge stash of coins just sitting there idly, waiting for me to cash in. I will have accumulated those coins now when I was able to accumulate a lot of them quickly, versus in 6 months from now when I can't accumulate quite as many as quickly. But then the other side of the coin is, if I was cashing them in now, getting the price now, and then the price that I have now doubles and triples, does it really matter? The only thing I can say is yes, because I will be accumulating less coins in the future, so will everybody else, than I am right now. So I'm accumulating a lot of coins right now, and then if the price goes up and then I sell them, I do better. So that's my theory. Now the only other issue is, what if those other coins that I'm collecting a bunch of right now, automatically, price falls through the floor later on? They're no longer, no one's really modding them anymore, no one really messes with them anymore. Then I got a whole bunch of these altcoins that aren't quite worth too much that I now have to try to sell online. All of this is just a chance. You have to go with your gut. You have to look at this and think what would be the best solution and just go with it. So right now, that's what I've decided to do. I've got a nice little mass of coins, different altcoins sitting there, and I'm going to wait and see what happens. I'm certainly not selling them now with, you know, $319 Bitcoin price. And when I say sell them, what I mean is trade them for Bitcoins. Is all I'm doing. I'm trading the altcoin for the Bitcoin. And then they just sit in an online account. And to reiterate on how disturbing these altcoins are, in theory, these are worse than fiat currency, because at least with fiat currency, even though they're backed by nothing, which is the definition of fiat currency, it's not backed by gold, it's not backed by anything, you still have a dollar in your hand. It has a number on it: $1, $5, $20, $50, $100, $10, and you can go and buy stuff with it, even though it's fiat. But at least you have a physical object in your hand you can go to. There is no physical object with Bitcoin or any of these coins. It is nothing but digital blips on a screen. Yet people have become filthy rich dealing with these things. Making money with these, and that is exactly why I decided to try and get into this. And with my silent partner on board, we're going to do it. If this fails miserably, and right now it's 319, and tomorrow it's 200, and then 100, and then 50, and then 20, and then Bitcoin just is a thing of the past, we still have all this hardware, couple of motherboards, bunch of video cards that are high performance gaming video cards that a lot of people would love to have. We just drop the price from whatever they are new just a little bit, free shipping, unload them. The losses for this guy, my silent partner, will be minimal. So it's a risk. We all tried it, we all knew it, and we're going to see what happens. Now, is this the first time that Bitcoin has crashed like this? No, it's not. No, it is not. Remember when it was 250 back in early 2013, I believe? It was 250 and then crashed down to like $79. They had to halt trading on MTGOX, had to halt trading because it was just going to keep going down. It went on to go back from $79 to $1,300 plus, maybe $1,400. I don't remember what the exact high was. $1,300 for Bitcoin from 79. That's why I'm going to wait and see what happens. Maybe this little Silk Road 2 thing is part of it. The person's trying to unload, whatever. You got to sit tight, go with the flow. Take care.